Hello, welcome to a new video of Wingspan gameplay with a new Asia expansion which has just launched today on Steam. This is my opening hand. This time I'll take a look at the trade as well. Sandpiper is a new bird. Draw a card for each bird in your wetlands with an egg on it. Keep one and discard the rest. That's a neat little bird actually. My opening hand features 3 Asian birds. My last opening hand contained 0. Ooh, and we have no goal in the first, so this will be 3 more actions in total. Might be a high-scoring game in the end. Let's see. The Brambling is a very nice bird, drawing 2 cards in every end of the round, and you can tuck all the useless ones. The Spoon-billed Sandpiper is quite cute, but I'm not sure if that's actually a good bird. Might be good if you play it early on, but yeah, I'm not overly convinced. Brand might be okay actually, just filling the hand, and hand cards are resources on the Oceania board, so it will be quite neat. The Hoopoe, I'm also not that convinced. The effect is rather mediocre, I think. I have a tradition of being fond of the American goldfinch. I have direct use for the wheat. This might be useful for this. I might go for it. The Mechanical Engineer, that's a very convenient bonus card. Let's go for yellow and green and Mechanical Engineer and happy times. Alright, so this is now if you have seen my first Asia expansion video where I had a neat suggestion of an engine in my opening hand. This is not the case this time, but we'll see. I will probably start with Brambling, gain food including nectar, use that to play the goldfinch, use that to play the brand, and then see what happens. There is no bird in the tray that I would hurry to pick. I mean, all of these birds are fine, but yeah, as I said, I'm not in a hurry here. Alrighty. So, as planned, play Brambling. Interesting name. I think the German translation for the name would be, I mean, the German name is mountain finch if you translated it literally, but this is usually not how it works with ornithology. Well, these birds don't matter. Pretty to look at while they're in the hand. So they have played American oyster catcher, obviously. We grab some food. We convert nectar into wheat. And convert wheat into a brand. And then we start drawing cards until we find an idea of what to do. I suck horribly with respect to the second round goal. For each bird in your blah blah. Oh, this can roll food while laying eggs. That's kind of neat. Yes, I want to draw these cards. This is why I play the brand. The whooping crane is nice, and it would continue my tradition to not have any birds with brown powers. I'm not getting this. Northern Mockingbird is a nice bird. It's also a bit ironic because at the moment I don't have any power that I could copy, but that might develop in due time. So first one from here. Interesting. That's a bird that can potentially gain me extra food. And this is something that I could really make use of, obviously. Yeah, so the opening hand was not the most impressive opening hand. I've now filled a slot in every habitat so that my actions are not too embarrassing. But I will now need to find some actual quality. I will need eggs, so let's go for it. Then I will try to roll some food that's hopefully nectar or berry to play this flycatcher to improve my general food gain abilities. So common sandpiper is here. There is my nectar. I've got one action left to play the flycatcher. Might play the Rufous Owl because that almost certainly scores a point on every activation. So Flycatcher, Mockingbird, Rufous Owl could be a line to go for in the next round, although it's not super impressive because that leaves me with a problem of egg supply. I do have moderate card supply by the Brambling, which draws me 2 cards on every turn end, but it's not super impressive. So the Flycatcher, let's read this again to understand it. If I have gained a grub, I gain a berry from the supply. Okay, got it. So, Housefinch, that's a goodie. Lorikeet, that's also a goodie. So then I may tuck stuff. Do I want to do this? Probably. So I'm pretty sure I'm not playing these birds. Oh, Philippine Eagle. I think the only, if you count this one particular owl, one of the 2 end of the round bird of prey abilities. Ooh, the common Iora is gone. That would have been a way to lay eggs while gaining food, but only if I have another bird in the same column, so that was not too trivial. Alright, so I think going for Housefinch Mockingbird in either the grassland or the wetlands might be the way to go. I would have lots of egg slots, so probably in the grassland, giving me the option to draw 2 new cards. I mean, filtering through the deck, seeing 2 new cards every time, that should be fine. So I will try to roll a nectar for my lorikeet to get my food supply going. And then venture on to the grassland. Although it might be actually wise to play one. Maybe a Probably I should play the Housefinch first because I have only 1 egg left. And I don't want to use the, excuse me, the plain 2 eggs action again. So this would be fine. Then I'm probably tucking the Rufus Owl because then my exaggerated use of the forest is not going to happen. Probably also hope to find more brown powers for the grassland, so maybe not playing my little bustard, even though it still has one of the best names in the game. So 2 eggs must be fine for now, but I want to use the Housefinch activation. I don't think I have immediate use for these, so I rather draw a random card. Ooh, that's a nice one. I need to keep one spot in my grassland free for this one, because that just doubles my bonus card, so doubling Mechanical Engineer. It's just 8 extra points, that's amazing. So there is 1 bonus card in the Asia expansion that gives you 3 points per bird that can score bonus cards in any way. And this can be so hilarious with this bird. I mean, I think I've had this with like 6 birds or something that can score bonus cards, including this. And then you do this twice, so it's 18 points twice, I think. I think this is the bird in the game that has the potential to score most points in one single go, if the circumstances are right. Right, so what now? We want to play more brown powers, so we probably go for lorikeet for more food. And then Mockingbird. Yeah, I think I want to do this. I think it's still early enough in the game to play this tiny bird, especially given that we have extra 3 actions due to the no goal in the first round. And so playing a food bird now hopefully makes all my subsequent actions better. Let's see. Small Minibit. That is, play an extra bird. Alright, so they can gamble for new bonus cards by the end of the round. Every end of the round. Which is pretty amazing. So here I want to... I think I want to pick one of these grubs to trigger my flycatcher. Perfect. Then I want to discard this nectar here to gain extra food. Can start saving for my Great Indian Bustard. Oh, that's a bustard. I have 2 bustards in my hand. Interesting. So, 2 cups, 2 cavities. And then not much else. I mean, once I play this, I will have 2 ground nests as well, so I need 2 stars or sticks nests. Great crested grebe. I know that bird. They have 4 brown powers. I have 4 brown powers. Is there any chance of me getting another brown power in play? I mean, if I lay eggs, copy the house finch, tuck the little bustard, hope for the best. I mean, I could pick up the gnatcatcher and play it for 2 wheat, but that seems not really worth it. Opponent has 1 action left, 1 grub left, and enough eggs, so they could actually get something on the board. So yeah, I think for the time being I will just go for egg laying and using the house finch, drawing a random card. I mean, the same applies. I could play this for 2 wheat. It's not the worst. I mean, I want to lay a lot of eggs, and this might score points every time, so I might go for it, actually. Sticks nest, brown power, useful activation, 4th slot. So when using the brambling end of the round, I will definitely not tuck anything under the brambling, because I need tucking material for the house finch now. Now they have drawn the gnatcatcher. Do they have a play something action? No. So this is the last action then. Okay, so I need 1 more sticks nest or star nest that can live outside of the grassland. That qualifies. That qualifies as well. It sounds like a begging dog. I want to skip this. It's actually quite nice. Ooh. Speaking of quite nice, what do we think of Gala? I think My grassland is already too crowded for this. I'm not sure whether I want to play this in my forest. Probably do. Do I want to use my cuckoo? How often are they going to lay eggs? I mean, it's their only source of eggs, so they probably will lay eggs, and this is not the worst. I probably won't use the hawk. I will want to lay eggs. So the round goal is birds with no eggs, so I'm trying to bundle them here. Not discarding anything. Hunting successfully. Copying the house finch. First I want to draw a random card. I don't have the right setup to use the grackle, I fear. So tucking this as well to draw the gala. Oh, Rosie Starling, that's also a pretty nice bird. It's probably my second favorite after the Baya Weaver. It also tucks up to 3 and gives you 1 grub. And can live anywhere. That's really nice piece for wetlands draw engines. Unfortunately for me, my opponent sort of has a wetlands draw engine, but then again they also have a ton of cards already, so and that's actually bad because they can tuck 3 cards every time they use this, so it's going to be dangerous. Right, so I need food. Still not 100% convinced that I need the gala. Because ideally I don't want to get food that often, so I think I'm being heretic here and just discarding the gala for reroll. Then I do want to do this actually. And just take extra grubs. I could have drawn cards before actually, because now I'm left with birds that I don't want to discard. And I do want to tuck stuff. So anyways, it's really amazing. It really sounds like a begging dog. Is there a chance that this cuckoo actually mimics a dog? Oh. That would be hilarious. I mean, imagine going through a park and not meeting dogs making this noise, wanting food from your pocket, but rather meeting random cuckoos on a leash. Being good boys. I think that's adorable. At least until they start laying eggs into my nest, but yeah, that's a different story. Ooh. Instant rewards. So the bird feeder looks disappointing. So shamefully and painfully I will do the unhappy card draw action that I need to do. So with all the tucking by the house finch that will ensue, I will hope to find another wetlands bird, so I can at least get one nectar down in the wetlands, because I hate ending up with 0 in a 2-player game. That seems like a value crime. So opponent plays European goldfinch. Ooh. They're applying a tax to my tucking. But yeah, it's fine if they get 1 tuck for my 3 tucks. I probably can live with this. So I could take 3 food. I wanna start out by taking this grub because of the flycatcher, although the bustard suggests that I should pick the wheat. Reroll for nectar. Actually, I want... Doesn't really matter because I get the other die anyways. I want to do this and then pick these. I didn't mention it explicitly, but the plan was to not play any of these 2 pretty birds, because I don't think they help me develop my game plan. So I would just overpay a little bit to play the bustard. So it might seem odd that I discarded the nectar that I needed to activate a lorikeet, but I think cashing the nectar here, getting 2 food, compensates for the... I mean, it's not the real disadvantage that I have to spend the 2 extra food if I get a free nectar cache here. Does it make sense? I don't know. So, if I play this, I should have my bonus card full, right? Because that would be 2 ground nests, 2 sticks nests, 2 cups, 2 cavities, and then this would score a ton of points. Yes, this, please. Cash all. Oh yeah. That feels good. I think it might be possible to lay eggs and still win the round goal. And they laid eggs again. In this case, I can definitely lay eggs because it won't change the number of my birds with eggs. So, what are they going to do? I mean, I could start preparing the next round goal, but then again, that's not really... I mean, it's just one action that I will do anyways next turn to lay 1 egg here, here and here. So I don't lose anything if I don't, and if they play an insane chain of multiple birds, they might actually be back in the round goal, although I doubt it by the way they played. Ooh, the rose-winged parakeet is dead. I want to copy this bird. Draw 1 from here. Oh, that's nice. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. then I will only need... yeah, we'll need 1 nectar. How am I doing with nectar in general? They don't have a ton of nectar themselves, but they have 3 and they will use it now, I think. I hope they use it in the wetlands, because I have no intentions in competing for that. What have they done? Why is it switching? Ah, they did play 2 birds. Yeah, the rosy starling, we knew this. That will be some very good activations for them. 3 extra points on the grove every time. Yep. So I want to do this. Prime tucking material. But not for the brambling, unfortunately. Sorry, brambling. This will go into the house finch. By the pace of the ability, I assume they haven't hit another bonus card. No, they haven't. There is a noisy miner. I think that's a bit late to the party. They could potentially use it, but I think it won't be great. Alright, for the round goal, I think it might be difficult for me. I have 4. 1, 2, 3. They have 4 as well. That might be an argument for them picking the noisy miner, actually. This. So I might lay eggs now to see more cards by means of the house finch. I might try a reroll with a bird feeder, but that might go terribly wrong. But it will also probably not get better anytime soon. Yeah, I think I will go for the egg laying first. 1 here and 1 here, and the rest can go anywhere. That's nice. This is copying this one. Do I want to play this noisy miner? Pretty sure I don't. Wow. That's also a bit late to the party. I'm sorry. That could be a cheap emergency cup nest bird. But then again, it's probably the better one. Except for the fact that this could live in the wetlands where I have more space available. I don't really want to waste an action to play a low scoring cup nest bird here. Ooh, what? Very nice, thank you. Oh, that was this. It's Ibisschnabel in German. Ah, Ibisbill. Yeah, that's. Sometimes this happens in ornithology. That's actually an exact translation. Doesn't change much for the overall situation. Still 4 cup nests for them. Yep. Yeah, I will just keep on laying eggs for the moment. Might find an older just at some point. Who knows? Disappointing. Not playing this, I guess. It's also a bit late to the party. I'm also not going to play the rough. It's a nice bird, but also kind of late to the party. So yeah, for the next action I will want to gain food and play the wood stork. Is that his name? Yes. Using at least 1 nectar, and then see if there is another bird that I can find and play. I mean, I could also play it without using nectar, because I have the food available, and then just hope for another wetlands bird that I can play, but I don't want to end up playing this one just to get the nectar down. On the other hand, I mean, that's 3 points for the second place, and the first place is kind of far away. Yeah, I still think that I want to at least participate here. This one... Could also take the fish and attempt a reroll. If this hits a lot of nectar, then this could do the trick, actually. Well, sort of. Okay, Lorikeet, this is your big day. No! Hasn't worked out. There was a chance to gain, to end up with 4 nectar here and to maybe tie for the nectar goal. But then, doesn't matter that much, I guess. So is my nectar dominance in the forest in danger? It doesn't look like it, so I can just spend the 2 nectar in the wetlands to play the stork. Then lay eggs once or twice and see where we end up. If opponent plays a 5th cup nest bird, I might even play the green bee eater before laying eggs. Oh, opponent got rid of all their cards. There is one happy Rosie starving. And I congratulate myself for playing the yellow-billed cuckoo. It has done more than the Gala would have, I think. No, don't spend that one. That's mediocre. I mean, 3 points better than 0 points, I guess. And better than 2 points, which would have been the other option. 0 points was not an option. Not in this case. Sri Lanka Blue Magpie. There is the cup nest bird. And it's a good one. Right. I think it's important to not concede the round goal. So playing this and tying instead of losing should be worth 7 points. Minus 2 eggs will be 5 points. Actually, so this is correct, right? That I hate doing the math, but I have to do it. So when we tie, that's the same amount of points for both of us. When we don't, they get 7, I get 4. It's a difference of 3. Is this the entire story? I think this is the entire story. I think just laying eggs is worth more points, because it's 6 at least. 7 when the Harrier hits. I've got enough egg spaces. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should be more points. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm doing the math wrong. It would not be totally unrealistic that I do. Boo. Also, I mean, there's still chances that I draw an exceptionally nice bird that I can play instead of laying eggs for next action, but this is not the case. Blue rock thrush. Beautiful. And also very interesting brown power, but nothing for the late game. I'm not sure how this where this is going. I think my game looks okay, but it's not super great. But they are all doing the best they can. Also, I don't really have a clue how good my opponent's doing. It might boil down to how good they can roll their Philippine Eagle at the end of the game. Might have missed. I think I could have tucked one more card into the Brambling. I mean, in hindsight, I could have tucked 2 more cards or 3 more cards into the Brambling. But yeah, well, might be important in the end. Not sure. So, they seem to have hit with the Philippine Eagle. Congratulations. And what? They forgot to fill one of their... I'm confused. Anyways, I'm very curious how this turns out. And also this time I forgot to look at my score that you have seen already. So way behind on bird points. Oh my god. Okay. Bad luck for their bonuses. Eggs should be fine. Food on cards should be very fine. Tucks should also be fine. And I won't lose it due to the nectar. Okay. That's been a nice game. I think this is exactly the same score I had with the first go of the Asia expansion. I would sign up if I could agree on always scoring 130, I guess. Great. Okay, that was felt a lot worse than my first game actually, but it scored the same amount of points. That's interesting. I think it's mainly due to the Great Indian Bustard. This is a really amazing bird. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Asia expansion, and be sure to tune in next time for the next iteration of amazing, complicated, new expansion Wingspan gameplay.